There isn't a JR Ginza Station, so if you're using the JR Yamanabe line, get off at Yurakucho Station instead. Today, I'm starting from the Kyobashi exit and walking to Ginza. Along the way, I'll also show you which station exit is the most convenient. I'm starting from the Kyobashi exit today. Hello, I'm Nobuko. Yurakucho Station has several exits. If you are heading to Ginza, stay on the east side of the station. JR Yurakucho Station is quite long from north to south. The Ginza area is roughly in the middle between the Yurakucho side and the Shimbashi side of the station. I actually arrived here by the Tokyo Metro Yurakucho line. Now I'm walking toward the central exit. JR Yurakucho Station is longer than many visitors expect. If you are heading for Ginza, it's worth using one of the exits on the east side. This is the central exit. It's named after Oda Yurakusai, a samurai and the tea master who lived in the area after the Battle of Sekigahara. The area became known as Yurakuhara, and later the name evolved into Yurakucho. I also like the name because in Japanese, Yurakucho sounds like town with fun, although that's just how the characters happen to read, not the real origin. We are now heading towards Sukiyabashi crossing. The Japanese word bashi means bridge. You'll notice many place names in Tokyo ending with bashi, especially around Ginza. We are gradually approaching the Metropolitan Expressway. Today, this area is dominated by the Metropolitan Expressway, but a long time ago this looked completely different. And underneath it is a shopping mall called Ginza Inn. We are now roughly halfway between Tokyo Station and the Shimbashi Station. This is why Yurakucho Station is the closest JR station for Ginza. From here, we are almost at Sukiyabashi Crossing, one of the most famous intersections in Ginza. If you start seeing willow trees, You're getting close to Sukiyabashi crossing. These willow trees have long been part of Ginza's streetscape. We've now reached the Sukiyabashi crossing. Even though this place called Sukiyabashi, meaning Sukiya Bridge, there's actually no bridge here today. This area once had many canals, moats, and bridges. Sukiyabashi Bridge was built in 1629 across the outer moat of Edo Castle. When the expressway was built in 1958, this section of the moat was filled in. The bridge disappeared, but its name survived. From here, it's just a short walk to Ginza Main Street. Have you ever wondered why this area is called Ginza? The Japanese word gin means silver. So the name Ginza literally means silver mill. More than 400 years ago, the Tokugawa shogunate established a government office here to make and manage silver coins. The office was called Ginza, and the name eventually became the name of the neighborhood, although the office moved away long ago. Unlike the area around Tokyo Station, which was once filled with large feudal lord estates, Ginza was a merchant district. That history still influences the city today. Large redevelopment projects have often been more difficult here because the land was divided among many smaller property owners. After a devastating fire in 1872, the Japanese government rebuilt Ginza as a modern brick town inspired by Western cities. Wide streets, sidewalks, and gas lamps were introduced, making Ginza one of Japan's first modern shopping districts. That's one reason Ginza still feels different from many other parts of Tokyo today. We are approaching the heart of Ginza. And here we are, Ginza 4-Chome Crossing. This is the heart of Ginza and one of Tokyo's most famous intersections. We now arrived at Ginza Station. As we've seen today, there isn't a JR Ginza Station. If you are traveling on the JR Yamanote Line or Keihin Tohoku Line, Yurakucho Station is the closest station for most of Ginza. It's only a short walk, and along the way you can explore the history of Yurakucho, Sukiyabashi, and Ginza itself. I hope this walk helps make your trip to Tokyo a little easy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. またね